Your boy.
The Star.
Yeah, y'all already know. Seven the pan. That dude Fizz on the beat. Yeah. We live in entertainment. Sound change. Crown the kings, homie. This is where it get ill. About to have the tip off live as a tip drill. From the court to the diamond, to the track, to the big skin, flying round the field, starting five forever, keeping it real. If it matters in the world of sports, jeans and long sleeves, they taking no shorts. Hot the death, oh yes, these are the sports podcasts live as a pros course. Biz market wave, the starting five goes off. No matter who you cheer for, emotions out the window, they analyzing with clear thoughts. They take it way deeper than the force ever. No longer got any use for the four letters. The latest news, score stats and the view from the sideline. Ain't no guideline, it's just the truth. Yeah, no need to dig for a pardon line. It's always in season if people start five. We going in on three, run the baseline, start five. We got what you need. If the sports news you see, we don't waste time. We talking cause we live it. We got what you need. We going in on three, run the baseline, start five. We got what you need. And y'all know me, seven sign, I'm the illest cat spit. I got what you need.
Yo. What up, everybody? This your boy, the man. That DJ named H5. Your mom's favorite fat guy from deepest, darkest Africa. And we back with the newest episode of the Star 5 podcast. I know we just lost TJ, but he'll be right back. But as always, hit that box. 20% off your order using that code STARTING5 at hooksrub.com. What up, O? I got to say, I just ordered the 5 bottles that I ordered of the pepper sauce just came in. We're already done with 1 bottle. But like I said, using that code, I bought 5 and it was almost like with the 20% off, it almost worked like a buy 4 get 1 free. The way our discount code works at Hooks Rub. So I gotta say, people, it's worth it. It's worth using the code.
Get it, man.
What up?
What up, man?
We live.
Everything good. Everything good, man. Between doing my laundry, smoking Cornish hens, sipping. It's a busy day, man. But I'm here.
Cornish hens, bro.
All right, so here's the day, right? I had some stuff left over from Thanksgiving, and it was already defrosted in the fridge. I didn't want to throw it back in the freezer, so I was like, you know what? Let me just go ahead and put that on the smoker. And plus, I had the wood soaked already in the water, so I had to use it. I wanted to get moldy and stuff. So yeah, came out all right though, man. I
just had to use it.
I just had to use it, man. Yo, I tell everybody, if you have the time, smoke your food. Smoking your food over grilling it, man, tastes so much better. I smoke my turkey every year. It comes out fire. You know what I'm saying? So it's take a little bit of time.
But most people don't got a backyard to put a smoker in and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, yeah.
Word.
Yeah.
You need a space for a smoker, bro.
Hey, yo,
if I had a smoker, if I had a smoker, I'd be cooking brisket every fucking week. You know what I'm saying? Because I just love brisket like that. Like,
dude, you need the same size. Whatever room you got for a grill, you could put a smoker.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah. Especially on a windy day, man. You ain't got to worry about it too much. You know what I'm saying? Smoke the wind, get rid of the smoke.
Yeah, you just let that shit go. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
But yeah, man. All in all, man, it was good. It was a good weekend. Had fun. got to see some family and everything. Yeah, man, I'm chilling now, man. I'm just trying to wrap my mind around going back to work. Lucky for me, I have used to lose. So yeah, I'll be at the crib half the time till New Year's. But
The
that's it. It's
brothers
New
man
Year's.
taking his days off.
Yes, sir, man. Federal government,
So
you only
y'all,
allow 240 days, 240 hours, and I'm way over that, man. So you know,
So we're gonna get back to that after
how much
TJ
can you
says what's
carry
up,
over?
man.
240,
All
240.
right, yeah, we'll get back to that. So,
Because I
oh,
got a
you can
question.
carry over. All right, we'll get back to that. Yeah, it's been a good week, holiday week. Got to see my family. Uh, my sister left for uh 2-year old here for the weekend with the grandparents. So I ended up watching him for a day. He's been cool though. He's a cool little guy. He's smarter than what he leads on to be too. So um, I've been just chilling. Went out last night, had a couple of drinks, met up with some people I haven't seen in a while, and that's it, man. I've just been chilling, man. I'm just waiting for my New Year's Eve vacation and then really hitting the ground running in 2026, like hard. There's a lot of big things I got to check off the list next year. So it's go hard or go home type shit. So um, that's where my mindset is at. I mean, hopefully I can squeeze in my free time. I'll probably just be squeezing in some more traveling next year. That'll be it. I won't be out and about in the streets like that because I really gotta like buckle down and lock in on some things. So life is life, and so I need to act accordingly. But yeah, that's it, man. That's it.
So
I'm just happy.
good for you. Because my Thanksgiving week was whatever, blah. Which when I want to I'll get into that because I want to just talk some real life shit after. Oh, so you said federal job. Like, so were you involved in this whole like not getting paid shit from the government?
Lucky for me, the VA dodged that bullet, man. So I wasn't affected, But I do
Okay.
have some buddies. I do have some friends of mine that were affected. I gotta ask them if they got they back pay, but I know they're good now. But yeah, no, I wasn't affected.
Oh, okay. Now, only I had to ask because, like, shouts out to B Price of the Owner's Box and shouts out to the homie, light skinned guy, Jen Denard. I know, I think both of them work TSA, both in different states or whatever. And I've been hearing them talk about how, like, they've been going back to work, going to fucking work and not getting fucking paid, which to me is absolutely insane. But I understand it because you don't go to work even in the times when you're not getting paid. That's the easiest way to never get paid anymore.
Right,
Which is that fucked up dichotomy that they put the people in. But like I had to ask because you said low key. You say you work your job is technically federal, but you guys
yeah,
were safe from that shit.
we were safe. We were
So
safe. We were exempt from that whole government shutdown
so
thing.
you can carry so you can carry over 240 hours of PTO, bro.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
So
That's
anything
insane.
above that,
That's a month.
anything above that, do they pay out or like you said, you just
No,
lose it?
you lose it. You lose it.
No, he
So
loses it. He says.
Yeah.
so do they give you? So is it like my job where you can accrue all this time, but then they give you a hard time when you got to use it?
No, it's funny enough. No, if anything, man, they were a pain in the ass. They want you to. They be on top of that shit. Like, yo, listen, hey, you got to put your time in for a couple of days. So that's been the vibe I've been getting. They'll be on top of you for that shit. So
Right, and
nah,
shit, you still getting paid to not come to work? Fuck yeah,
yeah, yeah,
give me that.
yeah. See. I live 15 minutes away, so it's nothing for me to go to work. Like when I was out in Brooklyn now, I was, I probably go into the next year with 6 hours. You know what I'm saying?
Ah,
Like, yeah, dealing with that
ah,
belt, no. Dealing with that belt is bananas.
son, I go through it right now. Because y'all know, remember, it's been 2 months now since I changed where I work at because since I got my transfer and all that. But yeah, that belt I call it the belt parking lot for a reason, son. I've
Sure.
called it that for years for a fucking reason. And it's the
Facts.
truth. But fortunately, like where I gotta go, like I gotta go kind of up there. Like I gotta go not up there too far, but like the furthest I can get off is Pennsylvania. But like right there from Rockaway to Pennsylvania is where the fucking standstill always starts.
Yeah, yeah. All the way to Kennedy. All the way to
Yep,
Kennedy. And you got to deal with that, man. And sometimes even further than Kennedy. So yeah,
yep,
man, I hate it. You know,
yep.
I hate it, man. Thank God I ain't got to deal with that no more.
But I didn't know there's a VA in Queens though.
Yeah, well, it's not a hospital, but it's a nursing home. So they have
Oh,
one in
okay.
St. Albans, right outside of Adams Lake Park.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, so
So you got the cush job, bro. You got the cush
now,
job over
yeah,
there.
after years of going all the way to Bay Ridge, going all the way to Verrazano Bridge, yeah, you
Yeah, I was
know,
gonna say that was you. You was down
Damn.
there at that one.
yeah. The
Oh,
next
okay.
exit is Verrazano Bridge.
So
Mhm.
more questions. Oh, so you was getting right there, right off at the 14th Street. Yeah, because
Yes,
for Wadsworth, right there. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So yo, I've always VA shit. All right, because we all know people in the military. I, I I've always heard mixed stories about VA stuff. Like I know the VA, and I don't want we ain't trying I ain't trying to get you in trouble or nothing like that. But like I know some people have success stories, some people have traumatic stories. And the trauma usually is like, yo, I couldn't get seen for hours, or I try to put an appointment, they're not giving me appointments till whenever, or sometimes the doctors is just like, take 2 pills and call me in the morning, like the old school. Like, what is like VA treatment like? Like, is it can be
Okay.
that mixed bag?
All right, so I can give you both sides. I can give you the working side, and I give you the side as a patient. Um, First of all, the work. I'm going to answer your question, but let me answer the working side first.
Hmm.
Working side is great. You know, the up until this administration, the job security was always there. Like you would have to slap a director before they would put your paperwork in. You know what I'm saying? But now the flip side of that is you're not getting paid as much as you would on the outside. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
So
okay.
right, you'll benefit from the stability. You'll never have to worry about getting fired. You know, no layoffs, none of that shit.
Yeah, so job
Okay.
security is
Job
good.
security
Job security is
was
great.
paramount. Now things are kind of shaky. Right. So
Gotcha.
now as a patient, luckily for me, I've been okay with because I'm knock on wood, you know what I'm saying, I've had my health physically wise. Um Lucky for me, I've been able to withstand, the distant periods between appointments. Like say for instance, now I'll go in October. They're not going to see me again till April, May, and that's not because want to give time. No, it's because you know the the wait is so long. So
Right.
it's just
What's
something
up,
that
Jared?
we've grown accustomed to, man. It's not. I don't know.
Okay. So
It's
you
Are
could
they
kind
like
of
as far as
understaffed? Are you
with the
guys
outside, you don't get
understaffed?
that with the outside at all.
so I was gonna say so you could kind of plan your ailments around like, all right, a 2 month schedule. But now how are they with like emergency shit, which goes into TJ's question. He asks, "Will y'all under like is the VA like understaffed? Like how do those two things connect?"
Well, the VA in St. Albans is understaffed. I know, me. I deal with the nurses firsthand. When I go up there, and yeah, they tell me all the time like, "Oh, we're understaffed." Da 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 da. So yeah, yeah. I don't know about anywhere else but St. Albans. St. Albans there is they have a problem with that.
Gotcha. And that nursing home is like is just veterans nursing home, like old
Yeah,
veterans or
it's the veterans nursing home.
oh okay.
Oh, yeah,
Long term
That's
care shit,
dope.
right?
yeah, hmm
That's
yep,
good. So it's good. It's good to actually hear some military people being taken care of. From
yeah.
especially within this administration that claims they love the military, they love this and that, but they love putting people in harm's way to die for no reason.
But see, Dan, that's because also um with us with New York with this New York, greater New York City area, we have Brooklyn, you have Manhattan, you have the Bronx that veterans can go to. So, it because we have those three campuses, it kind of offsets, the influx of veterans coming in looking for care. Now you have
Okay.
places like Minnesota that may have
Hmm.
one VA within a span of a 200-mile radius. You know
Ah,
what I'm
okay.
saying?
Okay.
And yeah, and
Hmm.
It
that's
makes things tougher.
right, right.
There's
Hmm.
nothing in Manhattan,
Hmm.
nothing in Staten Island.
No, well, we have I don't know. I don't think they have a they may have like an outpatient clinic in Staten Island, but yeah, they have a hospital in Manhattan in the city. They have one in Brooklyn, the one I used to work at, and they have one in the Bronx. So yeah,
Okay.
I think they got one in Westchester too.
yes. Now
So yeah, you're right. It's
that's a
more.
different division,
Mhm.
from us. But
From
yeah,
this
they also have several
from the
in
city. Yeah.
Gotcha. So the benefit of New York is we're all it's all far, but it's kind of close, and there's more options because you can kind of go from town to town to town and possibly find something.
Yes, not to mention the one in Northport. They also have one in Long Island. So yeah,
Okay.
and it
That's
doesn't go off of, oh, you live in the Bronx, so you have to go to this one. No, whatever's
right,
close.
right, right.
Yeah,
Mm.
because it's a federal. They don't recognize state lines and all that. If you're whatever
Right.
you're in the vicinity of, that's where you go.
In all 50
So
states, you should be able to walk into a VA hospital with no problem because you're a veteran and shit, basically.
Correct.
that's
Correct.
what I was about to say. So AKA you're good in any hood.
Yes, you should be.
that's 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 dope because
But
the difficulties in private life is you go, yeah, okay, like you said, as an employee, you can make more money, but also it goes to the factors of, but this place takes this kind of insurance. This place don't take this kind of insurance. A lot
Yeah.
of those
right,
places have
right,
problems with
right.
insurers paying out. This is why having a universal healthcare setup is so freaking important because now you can, like my daughter's doctor, I don't know, we don't know if she's leaving the practice or just like retiring or she's moving on to somewhere else. But we got to now find another doctor for our children. And a lot of times, and I'm not speaking for because, like I said, we don't know what she's doing right now. But a lot of times that shit happens to where like somebody moves on just because, okay, this network takes these types of insurances, but these types of insurances don't fucking pay out as quick as this one does or as quick as
Right,
that one does.
right, right, right.
And that
In that
is
case,
fucked up and fucked over.
Yeah.
then there should be federal guidelines for that shit. You know what I'm saying? But it goes back to what you said earlier. This administration loves the military. They just don't love taking care of the people in the military. You know what I'm saying? So that's where that falls. It's like, yes, they love sending these young folks out here on the front lines, but at the end of the day, they don't love taking care of them when they get back from the front lines. There's no, it's no thank you for your service type shit. It's just like, just get out there and do it again, my man. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So they do love the military. They just don't love taking care of the military in that sense. You know what I'm saying? They do love it. They just don't want to. It's like they treat it like it's a migrant worker. Thank you for the work, but we don't want to pay you, type shit. That's what it boils down to me. That's the way I see it as. They want you to do all the work, but they don't want to pay you for the work at the end of the day when the work is done. They just want to
Right.
keep everything. So
Yeah. Well, I missed what you bulk of what you said because fucking once again,
well I was
shit wants to start acting funny when we go live. So you know.
and to paraphrase, I was just saying that they love the military. They just don't love taking care of the military when they can come back home and shit. You know what I'm
Oh, of
saying?
course.
Yeah,
It's
I
just
say,
like abortion.
and
It's just like abortion, TJ.
yeah,
They
yeah,
love you when you're just a heartbeat in the stomach, but as soon as you get out, it's like, all right, nigga, fend for yourself.
yeah, yeah. I was equating it to being a migrant worker, right? You work in the fields, pull all the crops and everything, but they don't want to pay you at the end of the day. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? They want you to do all the work and then keep all the profit for all the work that you did. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I mean, that's what it boils down to me. And you know, I have a lot of family that's in the military. It just wasn't for me. I mean, it's not like I couldn't do it. Just that whole basic training, yelling, people yelling at me all the time. I'm a hard headed dude. You know what I'm saying?
Dude,
I'd
it
have been
was
fighting back. My mouth would have got me in a lot of trouble, bro. My mouth would have got me
dude,
in a lot of trouble, B.
You probably would have
I've
been
said
would have been them ones that was took around back. Had to take come back, straighten the soldier out.
it'd be
You
T
gonna learn today,
TJ
motherfucker. You gonna learn today.
TJ Court Marshall Davis. That'll be his fucking new middle name, Court Marshall.
Fucking
I'm
drill sergeant
nah,
come back
bro,
like
because I'm
this.
bringing.
Come back from the back like.
Like he doing time again? Like nah. See that? But like what you just said, like that's why like I remember standing in the living room telling my father like when I remember, which is some shit I don't even think we see anymore because I know my daughter didn't get one. They don't do the selective service cards anymore, do they?
Oh
Because
yeah.
I don't know because I you I have a person who just turned 18. And when I turned 18, that bitch was almost just like, hi, you see me?
Yeah.
Like you
No,
gotta
it's for men
and
though. I think it's for men. I don't think it's for women.
okay. Because
Yeah.
especially with fucking headsets version of the military.
Oh
But
yeah.
but not like when I got that shit, yo, I I did not want to fill that shit out. I
Yeah.
didn't want to fill it out because, like TJ said, like it just, I knew from young military wasn't for me. And it wasn't because of the drilling. It wasn't because, all right, yeah, the opportunities to see the world depending on where you get stationed and all that stuff, it's there. But I didn't personally see myself going to war because two people couldn't get along on some shit. And now we got to go out and risk our lives for it, in my opinion, under the false flag of freedoms that we've had. We're just going and settling two other people's conflicts and beefs with it could easily be settled with you put them two in a room with some gloves and like, yo, you can handle it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Put the people who don't want to get their fingernails dirty in a room and let them handle it. But I never had the want. I salute all of y'all who did do it. And I don't say thank you for your service, but I say thank you for being alive still and making it out because that's one of them lifestyles where it's just like, you never know. And so many people go in unknowingly putting their lives on the line because it might pay for school or like Tyrone mentioned, shouts out to Tyrone if he comes through. It was a choice that he had no choice, and it kind of saved his life type shit. If that's what you got to do it for, cool. I just hope you make it back home.
Right. I know
I always got
with me, man, I was blowing through my parents' tuition money at school. I was not serious at all. I was like, I didn't know what I wanted to do. I'm 51 years old. I can sit here and admit it now. Like, I was, to me, it was like public school, man. I breezed through high school. I wanted to breeze through college, and it wasn't, after a couple of years, I'm like, yo, goddamn, like, yo, I'm just blowing these people's money. You know what I'm saying? And let me
Yeah.
steer myself in a different direction. And being around my pops, I knew enough to know that, okay, going to war really it's probably not going to happen if a Democratic president is in office.
Right.
And so, right, and so that was another thing that I was thinking about. So yeah, man, I did it. It was life changing for me. Thank God, I benefit from it, and yeah, that's it, man.
Yeah. 'Cause, because a number of cats do it because they ain't got nothing else, but they want to get a Hellcat.
Right?
You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah,
It's like that. It's funny because it's like the Hellcat became the joke of like this is your military issued car.
yeah. It's a company car now. It's a company vehicle.
Oh shit!
Yep. Oh, what just happened?
You got to excuse the issues, folk. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Every time something resets, like my audio goes, TJ disappears. I don't know. We're gonna get it together. Just like
There you
how
go. He's
like
back. He's back.
yeah, just like I wanted to, like I said, about Thanksgiving week was just blah to me because number one, like I transferred into a spot that like I've barely been able to make, but that was just the consequences of having holiday weeks damn near every week this month. And so I didn't really get to work in the spot that I transferred into. But then, like this week, like I was talking to TJ pre-show, like I was like, my FMLA coverage is about to run out because my therapist's office only fills me out for like 4 months. I just put in the application with them to refill out the application. They're only extending me for another month. But now, like I have to, like, there's like, if they want me to, if I got to get this filled out any further, now I got to go see a psychiatrist, which like, it was hitting me like, you know what? I had the feeling that maybe the therapist was just not enough. Maybe I do need to do the therapy. I mean, the psychiatrist thing, which I know I'm gonna do. I know I'm gonna do, and not just because I'm trying to get FMLA coverage, is because I needed it. And I don't know if y'all, again, I'm about to trigger some people. I'm about to hit hard with where my head's been a lot and why I've been so blah. But like I've been on a steady quest within therapy and shit to try to figure out the answers to why every single time I get down, I'm out of it. And a lot of it sometimes is just because of the physical draining of just my body and how I'm feeling at the time. But then when I get myself into holes, I get myself fucked up financially. I feel like I'm not doing right by the family and not doing enough by the family, things like that. Like my first thought always runs to ending it all. I
That's
don't know if any
crazy.
of y'all, I don't know if any of y'all ever got that deep with it before, but I've described on here before, like when we first took that break uh a couple years ago when I was just like completely checked out. And that was like the first time like I really well no, that was another time where I just felt like nothing in life was moving, nothing in life was happening. But then what led me into seeking therapy and things like that was because I hit like another super duper low. But it's like a thought that I can't continue, I can't kick sometimes. Some days I feel great where I don't think about it at all. But my mind steadily goes back to where it's like now I can't shake it. And it's tough. It's tough. So
Even with even when you think like that, even with your girls and your wife and stuff like that, you don't think about. You think it'd be easier on them if you just said fuck it like that? Like
real life shit,
that's what
absolutely. Sometimes, and it's not to.
that's.
Sometimes it feels selfish, TJ, but it's.
I
I
was
I
gonna
have
say
mo-
that.
I have, but no, I have moments where it sounds selfish, but in a way I'm thinking in my mind that it's not. but it sounds selfish because I'm like, I think that they could do better without me sometimes, and I hit those lows of
Nah,
I think that they could do better without me, and but then I I kick
nah,
myself back into shape, and it's like, yeah, but I have the goal. Like I just said to somebody yesterday, like my goal is to be a grandfather. Like I want my daughters to have children, and I want to be a grandparent, and
You
that's
want
what.
to that you want to see that and you want to see things through.
Yes, I want to see things through, and it is. But the main push is I want to be like I want the label of I want to be the next pop up. You know what I'm saying? Because my grandfather was pop up to my daughters now. My father is pop up. I want my turn. That's what keeps me pushing. And but it's just the whole. Did I lose y'all again?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
Yeah, I lost the sound again. Every time TJ drops out, I'm losing audio. This is fucking ridiculous. but but yeah, nah, like I don't know, like and oh, I guess since we talk hospital healthcare shit and VA shit, like I don't is that something that I don't know if you've experienced something like that on a personal level, but like you deal with patients like that possibly through the VA system, like but again, now you got y'all got a homie that just again I can't shake the shit. So I guess seeing a psychiatrist and really getting diagnosed because like I said I said it on me before. I got diagnosed with major depression disorder by my therapist's office, but
yeah,
now
you need to
I
see somebody professionally for
yeah
that.
yeah. But have y'all ever kind of like I'm not looking to see if y'all definitely did hit those kind of lows, but like maybe y'all could give me something and like
Well, I
how do
think
you shake out of low spots? Like how do you shake it? Because y'all know I'm multi-talented in so much shit, but sometimes I got so many skills and shit that I could do, want to do, but then when I think about maybe I should step into this, it's like brain shuts down. And then I don't do none of it
Yeah, 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 yeah.
to try to kick myself out.
It's tough to get it out at first sometimes, man. You know, it's I don't know, man. I see I every now and again I see someone.
but
You know, yeah. I just try to when it's like that. You know, I'll take some time off. I'll do some of the things I love. I like to drive sometimes and just drive. You know, not knowing where I'm gonna end up and shit, man. Just to clear my thoughts. But yeah, man. I mean, sometimes I don't like to talk to my friends. I'd rather talk to a therapist. You know, I'd rather talk to someone that you
Mhm.
know that is equipped, better equipped at this. Because your friends sometimes will tell you some fucked up shit, man, and you know, yeah, you don't want to hear that shit either.
True
But
story, but like I see, I look at it like this is part reason why I've become so open with it is because sometimes you just got to get it out. You know what I'm
mm,
saying? Sometimes you just got to get it out, and then you never know. Sometimes the hard words could be a trigger, but also the sharing of the story could possibly help somebody else. And I guess maybe that's a part of like my selflessness in some ways, where it's like if somebody could find something out of my story or what I'm saying or what I'm delivering that's personal, like it's personal, but it's like I said, it's a personal that I'm not afraid to expose anymore
mm-hmm.
because I need to get it out. I need to get it
Right,
out.
right. Shit.
So I don't know. I don't know. Oh, but yeah, I know talking to a professional, like I do that on a weekly basis. I didn't do it this week because I didn't need it. But You know, like there was a moment which I should have probably talked to my therapist this week because like there was a moment in the house where one of my family members was crying because they were thinking about their best friend randomly, and they lost their best friend to stage 4 cancer at a very young age.
Damn.
And it triggered me because it was like I then envisioned myself when I was in training when I got my promotion, and I had to walk out the classroom because I lost one of my really good friends to breast cancer.
Yeah.
And then it triggered like how I still be having nightmares about death, and I've had them ever since I think like the 4th grade when my grandfather died, where I have dreams when I'm sleeping of life fast forwarding and I'm looking up in a coffin
Oh
or
shit.
shit like that. Like yeah, like I don't want to say I'm fucked up, but yeah, my mentals be all over the place like that sometimes.
And
Sometimes.
unfortunately, we grew up in a culture where, you know, it was frowned upon at an early age, man. Not, you know, up until recently, it was frowned upon, you know, to seek help, to seek therapy. You know,
Right.
you was told to toughen up, and oh, what you want to do that for, and you know,
Right.
so thank God we're in a different time now, man.
Yeah. I mean, toughen up is not a problem. Like you ask me to fight, and I probably be like, okay.
Mm.
you
Yeah, yeah,
know
yeah.
what I'm saying? Like I might be like, all right, like we can do this, you know. Then that'll get that rage energy out, which I haven't done that since high school. So I'm like,
So
don't
you
try
ever
me
thought about
unless you
that?
don't like
You
it.
ever thought about joining a uh uh
A gym.
MMA gym type shit or boxing
I
gym?
was th- I was thinking about it again today. Like I should get into some area, some avenue of fighting in some sort of a way. But that don't mean it'll take the depression away. It'll just sharpen natural street fighting skills. But
Mm.
also it's something to do. It would be something to do. But time is everything. Like time for me has been everything. Like talking to TJ pre-show about a possible move we might make after talking to somebody was, it's I've been seeing people do something that I had a vision of for a while now. And people are doing it, but I never fully engage myself in it because of time and having time to do it. This is why retirement is necessary for me. Like I wish I could do it right now. I could, but it would be without the money. But what I
Right,
can't
right,
do
right.
that. But I've also recognized too a lot of my depression in recent times has become just because of working. Like just going to work. I love my job. I like what I do. It's the best job, easiest job I've ever had in my life.
Right.
But just the thought of going to work or getting to work just sets in like this is life. And yes,
Yeah.
this is life because it's been almost 19 full years of life. That's why the goal, the end is right there across the street, but I'm tippy toeing across the street. Like this is the tortoise right now racing the hare with his time, and I'm the tortoise and I can barely cross the street. But so retirement is there. Retirement is there. But then the depression is also what is making the tortoise go even slower and getting across the street. And
Yeah.
it's just I don't know, man. It sucks. It sucks. But if y'all haven't been through that, man, just be thankful because it's a bit. It's a bitch. It's a bitch. But
Oh no, I get you,
part of
man.
Thanksgiving.
Every now and again, you know, it hits me, and my brother, you know, not to put his business out there, but it fucks with him bad. So yeah, you know, I just say, yeah, man, shit, therapy, do the shit that you love, hug your kids, hug your wife, and yeah, man, keep pushing, man. Like you said, you know, your goal is to be the next pop man. So you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah, but that's where my head's been at. That's where my has been. Just like, I just been out of it. Just be out of it, out of it, out of it. Like, fucking can't keep a dollar in my pocket. Stay broke, making the poor decisions and where I'm spending money in places with no return. It's
Uh,
like literally wasting shit away, knowing I should do better, knowing I could do better.
yo,
Freaking,
I just put a whole lot of money down. As far as well, not put it down, but I spent a whole lot of money on get my car fixed, get a 10-year-old 100,000 mile car fixed. Had to sit everybody down. Like, hey, listen, remember that Christmas you had last year? You ain't
yeah.
getting that this year.
Like, you gotta forget it. See, now you can't. This is the beauty of y'all not having all these Christmas birthdays.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
it's
No,
my
Dan,
that's
I can't say that. I can't say that because my mother's birthday is the 11th. My brother's birthday is the 13th. My aunt's birthday is the 9th or something like that. And then
but,
back
but you
then
know
in
what you
February is my daughter's birthday. It's just like it all
yeah.
steamrolls. Like,
But you didn't say the 25th or the 26th like my household.
no,
you,
you are
you didn't
special.
you
You're
didn't
special.
say the actual
You're special.
the actual day, the holiday is, But yeah,
Yeah.
no, TJ, I was saying, like, I don't know if you've been through any kind of like mental wars like that, like, but
Yes, I have, bro. And it happened like right after I broke up with my baby's mom. And like that shit broke me mentally, you know what I'm saying? And I was on some not giving a fuck move for a long time. And I didn't realize I was depressed. I was just very angry, you know what I'm saying? And I had
right,
nobody to speak to because nobody in my immediate friend circle was going through anything like that. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like, I just had to deal with it the best way I thought how. And that wasn't smart because I just put myself in a hole with child support. And then she put me on child support. I put myself in a hole with that. It was a lot of shit, bro. Then, I got to a point where I was just tired of feeling that way. You know what I'm saying? I got tired of, digging this hole for myself. And I was like, yo, I just got to get out of this. I just want to be, I wanted to do better for myself as well as for my daughter. Cause that was the thing that was keeping me going. You know what I'm saying? Like, I
hmm
can't think about when I had the kid with, I got to think about the kid, you know what I'm saying? And being there for them and their successes and, having them to lean on me when they're going through tough times. You know what I'm saying? Like I had to, and even the relationship I have now with my daughter, like if I did that to myself, not only she would be upset, she'd be crushed. Like
right,
I can see right now, she would be crushed by that happening. So, I've never been the type. I always tell my friends and all my close friends and my family, it was a yo, TJ died by suicide. It's a lie. It's a lie. There's no way I'm taking my own life. Like I'm not jumping in front of no train. I'm not getting, walking into traffic or walking across the highway. I just can't do it. I don't have it in me to do that. You know what I'm saying? So if you ever heard that, TJ offed himself, it's a lie. And it's a Scooby Doo mystery, and y'all niggas need to solve that shit.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like we gotta find the person who did this.
Yes, yes. No matter how clean cut it is, like make sure you find somebody because I definitely didn't do that shit to myself by
Now,
myself.
now I must say, man, when I broke up with my ex-wife, man, I was in the best shape of my life. About 6 months after that, yo, I was in the gym every morning. I was counting calories. Oh, tuna and arugula. Okay, yes, that's what I'm eating today. So yeah.
Oh, let me tell you something, bro. I was 205 benching 330, dogs. Okay.
Yeah, okay,
you
okay.
you can't tell me nothing about being in the best shape because I was there. I was military pressing 225 behind my neck. I was squatting 400. You know what I'm saying? Like the dude was, I was a villain. I was a villain.
Yo, yeah, yeah.
Leave the
See
gym and people
now,
would look
wait,
at him.
as soon as you said that weight, my shoulders started hurting. Cause I remember trying to put that up, yo. I remember trying to put that up, and that shit was pain. I mean, that shit was pain.
Yeah, but about in
It's,
2 weeks though, you was like, oh, you being in front of that mirror, like, oh, okay, okay.
Shouts out to my brother LG. He said men come out of crisis better than most. I guess because like when I can kick, when I can really kick like those feelings are down, that's when shit feels like it. Everything just feels brighter for some reason,
Yes, yes.
and and and, it,
I
and
was gonna
things
say
do
that.
feel. Go ahead, oh.
I was gonna say that once you get over it, that euphoric, that state of euphoria, it's noticeable. You definitely feel it, man.
Mm-hmm.
So that, yeah, yeah. When they say the other side of that tunnel or the other side of that rainbow, yeah, that's what they mean, man.
Yeah, I'm not. It's like I felt it. Like when I first really felt the bad, it was just like it was it was like I cleared it was a clearing of a negative, which was it was a big bill. And we got some help. I got it done. And then once I paid back the person who helped us, it was just like it felt like a fucking megaton sized planet was lifted and everything was like great for a while. Like and it took some years again for me to get back down this low. But it was also recognizing my patterns of wrong and mostly doing wrong to myself. And and that's where I'm at now, where it feels like it's still hard to climb out of
Here's
or set correct.
here's what I gotta say for that. You got to build positive habits and keep on building on positive habits to keep going. It's just like anything else. It's like a workout. You only get the results if you put the work in. So you gotta
Agreed.
work to get the you gotta
I didn't lose you, right?
Oh shit, I
Yeah,
think it
because
might.
realize that. And
I agree.
every
I agree.
I've been in a better space. I've been in a better space about shit. And I only take stuff seriously that I need to take seriously. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, you know, life shit. You know what I'm saying? The stuff that I really need to take serious, I attack it seriously. All that other shit,
Right.
that side talk and all that other shit, I laugh it off. You know what I'm saying? Because it is not affecting me the way you think it is. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to get
Mm-hmm.
the desired results that you think you are. You're just motivating me to prove you even further wrong. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? That's why when I say I'm good, I mean that shit. I'm
Right.
mentally,
Right.
I'm good. You know what I'm saying? So when I say I gotta check stuff off the bucket list, like, is it because I gotta attack it seriously and get to a better place? You know what I'm saying? I'm striving to be even better than where I'm at now. And that's what's motivating me to go hard. You know what I'm saying? So like
Yeah. Yeah.
you gotta
But
put the
that
carrot out there to chase. You know what I'm saying?
that's and
You gotta
I
put that
do
carrot
that.
out.
I try to put those things out there, but then there's always the one thing that's still got its hand on my back that is just
You can't
like
let
you ain't
that. You
going
can't.
too far, nigga.
Yeah, nah. I've been there. I've been there. What you're saying, like, because every time you see it, feel like you going forward, it's like 2 steps back type shit.
Yeah.
And
And the two
and
steps back feels like falling off a mountain. But I can tell you, like, from
yeah,
my thing, it's like a lot of it
yeah. For
is
your
a
experience,
lot of it it's crazy, but it's financial usually. The financial shit fucks me up. Like Lance said,
so
therapy saved my life. Therapy and a tribe of positive people. And like,
yeah,
see, like this is true. This is facts. And this is like what I told my therapist when I first started talking to her. Just like me being there with her is, as I said, it's I, the therapist, finally seeking therapy. because like TJ, you've been around me outside enough to know I'm always that guy for everybody. You need
Right.
something that you needed a sounding board. You needed a sounding board where no information is going anywhere.
Right.
It was always me.
Right.
And I never allowed other people's what they told me to beat me up. I would turn them as life lessons
Right.
to help me. But
Right.
still, the turnaround of the same people who and this ain't a shots thing. This ain't I'm criticizing anybody. This is just actual factuals. The it never turned around to where people were asking me or asking for or genuinely interested or concerned with where the mental space was. It would be the generic, yo, you good? Where you all right, cool. And then to
Right.
everything else is like, fuck that shit, fuck that shit. But no, but what I would give is always the genuine. And I never felt no way about it because it would just be like, I know how to compartmentalize and be like, all right, that's what it is, and that's what it is. And then again, now the therapist had to seek therapy. I had to go get it myself because
Right.
put myself in the hole to where I'm at. So now let me try to find and dig it out. But now, again, the therapist pushing the button with the paperwork and stuff like that. Now it's like I might have to move on from them and just go with an actual psychiatrist. And then, because like what I've learned with, and actually I asked the question to my therapist, so because when I said something recently, and she made a face, so I had to turn it around and ask, like, I'm just curious, like your face and what you made, like did what I said trigger you in a certain way? And then the way she gave the answer was just like, yeah, but but it was like she said more that like her job was more of like they're an extension of me. And so what I'm putting out there, they're feeling also. And that was
Mm-hmm.
her reaction. So I was like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, okay, okay. But what I'm also recognizing in is just talking to the therapist is literally just talking to a sounding board
Right.
where I need somebody that
To
tells
diagnose.
me
Yes.
yes.
You,
So
yeah, you want
maybe I
somebody to
needed
diagnose. Right.
yeah, so maybe I've needed the psychiatrist and I've been putting, they've been collecting off my insurance, which is fine
Right.
because I still needed these steps. But I guess I
Right.
needed these steps to learn that, wait, no, I need somebody to tell me certain things
Right.
and
Right.
I need to hear certain things on top of just you're just listening to me and I'm getting it out. But then at
Right.
the end of the session, it's like, I feel good that I've talked about it,
Right.
but it
But
didn't
nothing
get
got
me
solved.
anywhere because nothing. I don't feel like I got an answer to anything. And it's something like my brother, because my brother goes through therapy and all that shit too. And he's telling me it's just like, oh, understand that like they're not going to give you the answer. They're going to be the ones to help you find the answers. And it's
Mm-hmm.
like, cool. I usually do find the answers, but sometimes the answers lead back to another question that I still don't have the answer on.
No, I get that. And you were saying like from a financial perspective, and I get that too. But that's a different type of discipline. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you got to put yourself outside of like your 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 wants and your needs. Like let's say like our vice is like cigars, right? So you're not giving that
Hmm.
up. But
No, but
put yourself
I've
put
already
yourself on an
cigars,
allowance. Or, you know,
cigars. That what you just said is what I do.
right,
This is why I could smoke everything now because now I can go for cheaper bundles because I know what I like, and then I know every 2 weeks it's like okay, I'm gonna spend this much
right,
that'll get me through the 2 weeks,
right,
and I'm good.
right. No, I get what you're saying. So like you definitely have to find some you got to like write down all your expenses and like what and then what you do personally that you spend money on that you could possibly like, I don't need that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or I don't need this. And you once you see that, and then you start seeing your savings grow because I always find myself like when I was paying child support, I always had that money, right? Regardless of what else. And I was like,
Right.
when I got off of it, I'm like, why can't I save that same amount I was paying? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because it freed up money for me to do more bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
So
like,
your mind triggered to, oh, I got this. I could do this now. I could
right,
do this now.
right,
And that's what
right.
happens to me, like check to check, where it's like, oh, I made this extra money. All right, I paid this, and this. Now everything else is for me. And I can just kind of, but then I have a bad habit of not being able to save anything because I can't remove the fact that this is sitting there.
No, so you got to
You know what
put
I'm
that in
saying?
an account where you can't touch. That's where that money has to go. Like you can't. It needs to be deducted from your check, so you don't even
Yeah,
see
where I
it.
don't touch it at all. Yeah.
Yeah, where you don't touch it at all, and that'll put you in a different discipline. Also, it'll allow you to still continue to do what you wanted to do, but in the meantime, you're still saving that money. You know what I'm saying? Where you're not putting yourself in a hole. Like maybe
Yeah,
that's
true.
maybe you got to see it as a tax. Like you know how the taxes come out and you don't touch
Yeah.
them. So now you
Yeah.
need to put in an account where it needs to go out and you can't touch it. Like you literally can't touch it for like 6 months. So by the time 6 months comes around, you're not even missing it. And then you re-up for another 6 months and then another 6 months. You know what I'm saying? Where it just
True.
becomes habit form. That's what I'm saying when I say you got to like build up positive habits, because
Right.
I
Right.
notice
Right.
when I think positively throughout the day, my day goes better. Period.
Right.
Like I got it. And I've trained myself to start being like that. And it's not easy because it's easy to just say fuck it. It's so easy to just say fuck it and not do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Too easy.
it's way too easy. And yeah. So like you can't do big steps. My problem was I tried to do like enormous big steps. And I was like, nah, this is unobtainable if I go at this pace. Like I'll kill myself. Like not literally,
True.
but you know what I'm saying? I'm making it more harder than I should. So you got
True.
off with just small steps. Small steps become bigger steps. Bigger steps become bigger steps. And I notice when I'm at my best is when I'm working out, when I'm eating right, and you know I'm in my right mind space because my mind is disciplined. When I work out, I'm disciplined, and everything
Right.
else falls into line when I start
Right.
doing that. Now I know you said you got your big thing is time. You don't have time like that,
Right.
so you have to figure out a real time management for yourself. And once you figure
Which
out
is
your time
crazy
management,
because I couldn't. Yeah, there's certain things that I do have decent time management on, but it's just like you said, small steps.
yeah, you
It's
got to
been
start small.
a lot of shit has been small steps for decades plus,
Right.
and it's only been small,
That's what
and
I'm
them
saying. You
smalls
haven't
and growing.
yeah, you haven't. It's like when
Like
you max out your reps, right? But you want to lift heavier. The only way you lift heavier is you put on more weight, and then that's your next
yeah,
small step. You know what I'm saying? That's my
right.
analogy. That's the
Which
only way
I
I can explain it.
no,
And I know you
and
understand it.
thinking specifically in weightlifting, that's exactly where I did. And then I got to 335, close to 350 something, and I hit it 2 reps max.
But you
And
felt
then I try to
amazing
go
after
back.
that.
I felt like, holy shit, I did it. Then it was like, I go back and it's like, oh shit, now I got this pain in my arm. And
But
then I
that's from
can't lift
growth.
and do shit and
That's from
reset.
growth, bro.
No, growth or I sidebarring off the weightlifting. No matter, I know how to lift properly. I know how to work out. One way or another, something ends up hurting that doesn't build on. It sets back, and then it's a restart to
So
get
you
back to where it
plateau.
stopped.
So you plateau.
If Yeah, you know what it is, and you see, maybe this is a part of my problem and why I'm always consistently thinking of growing forward. I don't like to put the label on it because I know I could go further then. I don't want to tell myself I plateaued. Though my body might be telling
And
me,
once
nigga,
you
stop.
plateau,
You
yes,
know what I'm saying?
yeah, no, and no, you're absolutely right. Because when it comes to that, your body's saying, "Hey, this is your max." So now you got to do something different to trick your body into doing more. Now, maybe you don't do just the bench. Maybe you hit the dumbbells and do a flat bench that way, and now you get your challenge out that way. Maybe
Yeah,
you use the Smith machine. You know what I'm saying, to give you a little bit of help.
yeah.
You know what I'm
With
saying?
benching, side note on lifting again,
Right.
benching, I kind of only like to do dumbbell benching now. I hate
So
straight bar.
so
But I haven't been weightlifting in a minute, but all
right,
these analogies so we could actually
right,
move on and just get to a
right.
couple positive things and then close out because we just had a quick hit, but I knew for a fact because we had nothing, I just wanted to chop it up on some real life shit with y'all to just get some shit out. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? But like
yeah, yeah. But
lifting is definitely something that I'm definitely gonna get myself back to, but that's still it's adding something and still not subtracting the negative. But it's adding back something that I did, but it's still not
well,
getting rid
if
of
you
the
build up
bad.
more positives than negatives, then you're on the right path. Though you
Yeah,
understand what I'm
I
saying?
might be able to. Yes, yeah, absolutely. Because what it amounts to, and then my explanation would be is it'll help suppress it for the meantime. I still got to work on to get rid of the bad, but it'll suppress it for now.
Right, right,
And I do a lot of, and the thing is I do a lot of suppressing for now. But I
right.
guess I'm kind of glad, and this is to wrap this. I guess I'm glad that my therapist said you need to now get a psychiatrist to try to
Yeah,
move forward on that.
right,
So
right,
now you pushed me to where I need to take that next step. And now I've been open to that next step. But now it's a matter of now I got to find a place and then set up, okay, you know what? Since I'm going there, I thank you for all your time. We're not going to continue because
right.
I'm not paying insurance to two places. Fuck that.
No, you don't need to. Yeah. But once you go to that step, you're getting better quality. You know what I'm saying? You moved up.
Yeah, 100%.
You know what I'm saying? You leveled up. So you don't need to go back down to that again because you leveled up. This person's an actual doctor. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And seeing similar cases, it can go from experience of somebody who's been in your situation before, and they can lean in on that and be like, "Hey, try this, try that. This works.
Word.
This doesn't." You know what I'm saying? And now you're getting your
Word.
reps in. You understand what I'm saying? Now you're
Yep.
getting your reps in, and now you're moving
Yep.
the needle back to the green. You know what I'm saying? So like, I definitely get it, man. And trying to do it by yourself is damn near impossible. It's hard, bro. I ain't saying it can't be done, but it's just that's the long road. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. But now to finally cap it off, because the by yourself part triggered me. You're 100,000% correct. But and it's not unfortunate, but the only issue is no matter how much my wife is there, no matter how much my kids are there, no matter how much y'all might be there for me, it still ends with me. And I say that me meaning all of us. It still
Right,
ends with us, the individual, and
right.
us, the individual, has to get right before getting everybody else better and right. Also,
Well,
it
who
goes
said it?
it goes to it goes to like how I hear within relationships. If you're not happy, then how do you
Then
expect
I'm
to
not.
make somebody else happy?
Yeah,
Right,
nobody gets to.
right. You're like Cat Williams said. You're responsible for your own happiness. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
At the end of
Yep.
the day, you're the one that makes yourself happy. You know what
Hmm.
makes you happy. You know what you like, what you enjoy, what keeps you in a right frame of mind. You got to do
Yep.
more of that. Now, if you can't, now if the person you're with can't rock with that, then that's another situation within itself. You need to handle that, or you need to talk to that
Right.
person and be like, "Hey, you know what I'm saying? This is what I'm doing, and this is what makes me happy, and this is
And
what I need to
and
continue to do to move forward."
and fortunately for my case, that's not the case. Like my
Right,
wife is
right. You
there.
got a
My wife is
Yeah,
there.
you got a great
I have
support
to
group.
fix. I have to fix me to be better to them for them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's not like I'm bad to them. It's
Right.
just I know where I could improve, but I need to snap myself into correction to
Yes.
be the better. And that's been a long, and again, we're 22 years. So this ain't a relationship issue. We're 22 years total in the game. We just celebrated 17 married in the middle of the month. But
Right.
a lot of is me and
Right.
fixing me. And it's
Right.
not no selfishness to the wife, no selfishness to the kids. A
No.
lot of the internal is I gotta fix me,
Right.
and that's where it ends. But yeah, man, I thank you, brothers, because like I said, we was gonna talk some real shit because we didn't really have shit else to talk about. But
Not
TJ,
really.
you had a couple things, and then yeah, then we gonna get out of here.
Well, I was going to talk about the DC shooting earlier this week with this dude.
Speaking of positive,
We can talk, if you want to talk positive,
yeah,
I'll be
nah.
happy.
So let's talk
I
about it. Nah,
happily
let's
talk
talk
about
about
my
it. Let's
Knicks.
talk about it.
I could go on my Knicks rant for another half hour. You know what I'm saying?
Let's talk. Let's talk about the shooting shit though. Let's talk about
Yeah.
it.
So this guy allegedly worked with the CIA when he was in Afghanistan, and he was seeking asylum when they were doing that big purge of people getting people out of there. And allegedly under Biden's term, he applied to seek asylum. And in April, under Trump's term, they gave him his asylum. And don't quote me on this. I'm not sure. I didn't read the whole story, but allegedly his motives behind it was he had a friend, a very close friend, that was also seeking asylum, and they denied it. And I don't know how that would trigger you to go and shoot two National Guardsmen, but apparently that was the motive behind it. I'm not 100% sure. Now this dude is pausing all immigration to third world countries, and he's looking at all people's green cards now, and it's a whole lot of shit. Like, he was waiting for something like this to happen so he could put his agenda full-fledged forward on immigration.
I was going to
So
say, man. I was going to say,
yeah,
who's controlling the narrative right now? You know what I'm saying? So, of course, they're going to put out what they feel that we need to hear. You know,
Well,
so
you said CIA. You said this guy is alleged CIA, right?
yeah, he worked
And we
not
we
CIA. He worked with the CIA. Like, he was like
and we and, but we
attaché.
know, we know the CIA has been amongst a ton of the bullshit that happens
Yeah,
in like
they're the
major
most corrupt.
situations like this.
They're the most
So
corrupt. Yeah,
this could all be a part of the playbook, is what's
mhm.
kind of being said in a way. This could be a part of their playbook. And like
Facts.
you mentioned Trump, like I just heard today, like you heard how freaking this guy, he wants to restrict all flights and airspace over Venezuela when it's just
yeah.
like, nigga, you don't control Venezuela. Like, how could you do that?
Not yet.
Well, they're
Yeah,
looking to
true.
touch
Not yet.
ground down there, and I'm like, nobody has ever brought up Venezuela when it comes to the drug problem in this country. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Well, and because hey, call this conspiracy even though it's not. And I was hearing some people who are talking heads in political spaces mentioning they mentioned the obvious. Venezuela oil reserves far more vast than ours.
hmm Shit, more vast than Saudi Arabia. Let them tell
Yeah,
it.
they said they're sitting on way more reserve than Saudi than us. So what is one of those things that we used to always say about military are fighting in Saudi and fighting overseas? They going for the what? They going for the oil.
hmm
well,
And
it's
so
like everything else. It's a money grab, right?
Yeah.
It's a
yep.
money grab.
And maybe
And
this is why he keeps saying, "Oh, gas prices are down." No, he's maybe giving a little bit of foreshadowing because this is how he wants gas prices to go down. He gonna go take somebody else's shit.
I mean,
He gonna
he's
go
not.
take somebody else's shit.
He's not immune to doing that. So you know what I'm saying? I mean, but I mean, nothing he does makes sense. And you know, one reporter asked him about the crisis with childcare and how it's gotten so expensive, it's out of control right now. And then this dude goes back into the whole Venezuela shit and tariffs, and I'm like, bro, this has got
That's
nothing
not what we
to do.
talking about.
Yeah, this has got nothing to do with China. He's like, and we got very big tariffs, and the children will eventually see these tariffs come down, and eventually child care will go down across the board. I'm like, what are you talking about, my guy?
The dude just rambles, and that's the thing. And people still see this guy as a sign of strength.
I don't know, but his dementia is about to kick in hard body karate, bro. You want to talk about Joe Biden and dementia? This dude is about to hit the penultimate in dementia.
If he hasn't been there already, they just look at him like he's some all wise man, but yet the dude's been talking delirious. That's what always bugged me out when they always talk about Joe Biden and him being mumble mouth and stuff. At least Joe Biden, decision making wise, was a lot clearer than this guy.
And he listens to his cabinet.
That part.
At least
the other way is the cabinet listens to him.
Joe Biden would just stare off into the abyss. He would just stare off and smile a little bit.
That's it.
But this dude, man, it was like, well, what's going on with I don't know, what's going on? How you feel about the Knicks? Well, the Knicks are doing pretty good, they're doing pretty good. That Jalen Brunson guy is good. But let's talk about Lawrence Taylor. What's he been up to? Like what?
Right?
Oh, and these pardons he's giving out are crazy. He gave out 2 pardons this week. One to a guy who was convicted of drug trafficking, and another guy who has ties to the Russian mafia, who scammed people out of $1.6 billion.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. You gotta love that part because, like, I think even this past week or two, more people from January 6th who got pardoned got rearrested. Get rearrested, and ironically, guess what? Because of escapades with children, most of them, usually escapades with children or freaking beating wife, domestic violence, shit like that. Like these, but only the good. There was good people on both sides, allegedly.
Listen, those people who got pardoned for January 6th feel like they're untouchable now because they did the most egregious crime you could possibly do. They ran up into the Capitol and basically laid waste to the shit and fucked people up doing it. You know what I'm saying? So if they could beat the feds, they feel like bulletproof. You know what I'm saying?
But those people are the ones that are getting caught up. Those people are the ones that are getting caught up and rearrested now.
Wow.
It's a beautiful thing. Gotta love this country, right?
It just don't make sense, man. And it don't make sense to people with common sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we doing?
Never have, never will.
That's like letting a pedophile off, and then letting them back out in the streets and let them live across the street from like a school or some shit like that. Like, what are we doing?
But TJ, that's exactly what they did in letting off these January 6th people. It's exactly what they did. They let them off to go pedo again, and now they getting caught up again.
I don't know. I don't think and half of these Republicans, like the midterms are next year, and it's coming fast. They're not going to be in office. I don't know what they're going to do to try to prevent that from happening. The redistricting is now a problem that they've caused all on their own. I don't see how these people are going to be back in office.
Which thank you actually for saying that, because you just re-triggered something that was a topic that happened while we were off last. We were off last. Yeah, we wasn't off last week, but something
The
that
week
happened
before.
right after. Something that happened right after we got off last week. We found out that Marjorie Taylor Greene is actually retiring from public office. If it didn't happen yet, I think it's happening next month or very, very soon.
Well, with
January.
that happening, the Epstein files are supposed to come out right before Christmas. Yay for that, right? And then, and then I was reading an article. They're saying like a couple of other senators are going to like either not run or they're quitting.
Yeah.
I don't know if that has anything to do with the Epstein files. They don't want to get caught up with being, backing and trying to protect this dude when these files come out. But
Right.
these guys got their money and they're heading home. They're taking the ball and they're going home. They're not
Yep.
coming out to
And
play
I
no
think
more.
that's a part of what especially talking about MGT. That's what a lot of people are talking about right now, is that, like, yeah, it's cool that she's retiring now and resigning now, but and yeah, she's trying to look like she's on the right side of history and all that stuff now, but she went in there with this level of financial stability, all to now come out being worth over 20 something $million or whatever. It's like
Also,
you won the game, you beat the game, you got the ultimate grift, you made the ultimate grift, you made your money, and now you're running hightailing away from the issues. Talking
also
about you want to be with your people again.
she's retiring in her first year of eligibility for retirement, so she's still going to get her funds.
Wow.
Right.
She's
So
getting a pension.
she made it.
Yeah.
Yeah, she made it to the pen. It's like being an NFL player. She made it to the pension age.
Yeah, so she's getting her money. She's still getting her
Paper
money.
towel.
She's
She's
still
getting her money.
Yeah,
So
she's grifting the ultimate grift. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So,
she grifted directly off the American people in multiple ways. But salute to it. But I still salute it, because you know what? Yeah, all right, you grifted, but guess what? Now you're getting out the way, and getting out the way in a time where they fucked up so bad that most of these places that are red, this is gonna be we talked about the mini blue wave that happened a couple weeks ago. We talked about that blue wave.
this is
It's
going to be a
about to get
tsunami. This is going to be a tsunami.
Yes, it needs to know.
yo.
Yeah.
Blue tsunami should be the term. Blue tsunami.
It's scary hours for them right now.
One thing we haven't brought up. I'm sure. Who knows? For all we know, she probably seen the writing on the wall, or she probably heard through the grapevine.
Oh, she's been seeing the writing.
They're about to redistrict her, her shit. So she's probably gonna lose any damn way. If
she wasn't getting voted back in. She wasn't getting voted back in, most likely. So, especially after she turned on her MAGA folks, you know what I'm saying? With the whole healthcare situation thing.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
and that's the weird part, though. It's like, yeah, all right, yeah, she turned on MAGA, but I think personally she probably would have still had like her constituency, because she probably had most of that constituency thinking on the Epstein stuff, and because she's trying to look like she's the one spearheading the Epstein stuff, you know what I'm saying, against MAGA, she probably would have still had them. Because let's remember, most of these places are ignorant as hell. They're still ignorant in that way.
Here's the wild shit. Now Trump is saying they're going to have to keep some of the Obama healthcare subsidies for a while because they have nothing to replace it with.
Nothing.
Zero.
They never had, and that's the thing. They never had, TJ. They never had, idea. No. They've always had concepts of a plan with no motherfucking plan.
Yep. Well, you said it, though. You said all our concepts. That was it.
It's just
everybody got concepts.
It's just not making sense because, like, you could talk all this shit, but when the road meets the paper, when the rubber meets the road, you ain't got no plan at all.
Yeah.
At
How can
all.
you back? How can you back somebody like that who's saying all this shit and then be like, all right, man, put up or shut up, bro. So what's the game plan here? What we getting into? And
Racism.
you be like, hey, really, I ain't got nothing, man. I was just saying that so you guys could help me out and give me some more bread. But yeah, we're gonna keep this Obama shit running until the next president is in office and let him deal with it. You know what I'm saying?
You
So
know,
they can. So all. Okay.
So they can blame him.
I shared something with y'all. I mean, yeah, okay, I get it. I know I share 1,000,001 things with y'all. You know,
Yes, you do.
But I shared this thing where, you know, this guy, he has a podcast. You know, it's a popular podcast or whatever, and he was interviewing his parents, and his parents was like,
those people. Those people.
yeah, and his parents were like, oh, you know, they should be prosecuted if they don't, if they refuse to do an illegal law and
Right.
illegal
illegal
yes.
orders.
And then the podcast went as far as saying, you know, well, if Trump told the National Guard to kill me in the street, you know, are you okay with that? And they was like,
the dude's father.
Right. The father was like, yeah, I mean, well, what was you doing out there? And I'm sitting there like, yo, wow. You know, we talk about how this thing is a cult. I mean, Joe, how was it not?
Oh,
dude,
that man never left the state. That man's never left the state or probably his town.
I seen another clip about them from a wrestling group chat. They shared a thing about them, and I forgot where it was. I don't know. I forgot. It had something to do with wrestling at the question, but like, no, they blatantly was just like, they don't care if you expose us as being racist, then that's what we are.
Yeah.
And it's mom and dad, both of them, just straight up ignorant. And the two kids keep platforming their parents with this level of ignorance. Like, the first video I seen, I forgot exactly the topic, but like, they left the daughters like mouth agape, stunned, because they were just straight up like, yeah, I guess you can call us racist. And then when hearing that one, when the father was just like pretty much like, yeah, if Trump had his son ordered to be killed, like, they would be okay with it. Like, man, I number one, I never need to hear from that show again, because you're choosing to platform racists just because they're your parents. But two, that's just that tells me everything that we need to know about MAGA. That tells us everything we need to know about those people. They're in a cult and they don't realize it. They are being Jim Jones. They are being Jim Jones on a daily basis, and they will drink the Kool-Aid, get up, die, and drink the Kool-Aid again if they could.
Yeah. Yeah, and these are the same people that would say shit about Mamdani that never been to New York. New York City.
They probably did.
You know what I'm saying? New York City, don't know how New York City operates, functions, none of that. Wouldn't come here if you gave them a first-class flight with a room in the Waldorf Astoria. Would not come here.
Right.
You know
First thing they would want to see is, where can we see NYPD? We back the blue. That would be them. Like, where can we see the police?
Right.
My father used to do limo driving, right? And he used to limo drive like a lot of rich people. And he said some people he would drive, they would never come into the city at all for nothing. For nothing. They would avoid it because they think it's just warfare when you get out there. You know what I'm saying? People are shooting each other in the street. Everybody's walking around with a vest on and a gat. You know what I'm saying? Like,
meanwhile, it's just busy.
You gotta endure a shootout at a bodega to get a quart of milk and shit. You know
right. Meanwhile, it's too busy for their liking. There's too many moving pieces.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Manhattan Island is one of the most securest places in all of the world.
Word.
But even
ever since they implemented,
you're gonna have bad shit happen. Like, you can't stop everything.
And even in the small towns, it don't matter. It don't matter. It don't matter. You know, I love to quote uh the DJ Quick song. It's just like Compton. Literally, anywhere you go in this country is just like each other. You just might have more grass than not.
They don't see that though. They don't see that. They don't realize they got more in common with the average man, black man, Spanish man, Indian man, Asian man, with the same issues going on. But they think it shouldn't happen to them because they're white. It's insane.
Yep.
It's insane.
Having said that, I would not pick another place to live. As of right now in my life, I wouldn't pick nowhere else to live, man.
Sorry, bro. I'm out. There's a couple of places.
As far as the food, yeah, you can get whatever the hell you want, man.
Nah, man. I mean, in terms of the United States, I mean, New Orleans got some amazing food down there. You need to get down there and get on their food because that's my favorite food city of all time right now. New York is still going to be New York, but New Orleans is different down there. But in terms of peace of mind and comfortability, I'm out, bro. I'm out.
Yeah.
There's plenty of places I can go.
Yes.
And as long as I got a good, strong Wi-Fi connection, I'm good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You talking the freedom of getting up and go to other countries, though. Like you said, Costa Rica is a spot.
I tell you what, man. I tell you what. I went to Canada last year for the summer, and as far as peace, man, it was unparalleled. But every time I go to Canada is during the summertime. I need to go up there during the winter and see if I can deal with that.
I ain't going to no place with no winters, bro. I ain't going to a place with no more winters, man. I'm not dealing with that shit no more.
Yeah, but see, everything down south, everything south of us is red. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not talking about the Continental 52, bro. I'm Costa Rica, Aruba, Bahamas, Bermuda, the Virgin Islands, all in better shape.
To start singing the song. Ooh, I wanna take it too.
It's just a Hawaiian shirt with the cup with the umbrella in it.
Yeah, it's more people of us feeling better, doing better. The food is better because it's less processed.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You're getting real farm to table out there.
I mean, you just came back from the motherland.
Would you move to Ghana?
The food is definitely different.
I would not move to Ghana because I'm gonna tell you, man. I hate to sound like the ugly American, as my pops would call it, but coming from here, and driving in these streets, even New York streets, New York streets has nothing on Ghana streets, yo.
Yeah, the infrastructure
needs to catch up, And one thing I always tell people, whenever they ask me about Ghana, man, that Jamaica is the one thing that Jamaica has over Ghana is they put a lot of emphasis on tourism and hospitality. Ghana is still in its infancy stage with that shit. It's
but you know what? You get on the ground floor. You get on the ground floor, you'll be all right. By the time it gets there, you'll be.
How many decades have they been on the ground floor though?
Yeah, they're okay. They're okay with giving. You own a hotel, and you want some place to stay or whatever. We're okay with giving you a park bench that feels like that's fucking looks like a bed. Like they're okay with it.
He's never gonna get over that bed situation.
I'm never getting over that bed shit, yo.
But you know what? You bring your bed with you, man. You know what I'm saying?
I'm bringing a mattress topper when I go.
That could have been more comfortable in Central Park.
Word. And it's like
you gotta make it work for you, bro. But you gotta make it work for you. I ain't gonna say it's not gonna be a job, but you gotta make it work for you. You know what I'm saying? In that sense.
Right.
And I don't know, man. I shouldn't. You know what, TJ? I shouldn't have to. I shouldn't have to, man. But I get what you're saying.
I get what you're
Yeah.
saying too, and I preach on Costa Rica so much because their infrastructure is pretty solid. Like
Mm.
they do have now, as far as their roads going up to the mountains, bro. I'm not doing that shit unless it's broad daylight outside. Okay? As far as the mountains is concerned, because that road was. Even the driver told us, he's like, "Yo, it's going to get a little rough. The higher we get, the closer we get to the village or the city." I was like, "Okay." I didn't, I take that with a grain of salt, but I didn't know he literally meant it was going to be rough, bro, because there were like car-sized potholes on this road, and it wasn't the widest road either. You know what I'm saying? It was
Side of the mountain too, right?
yeah, bro, and you just kept on going up. And I'm like, damn, I didn't realize. I've never been that high before.
Not me.
There's no way. I'm like, yo, how do they get supplies up here? Because this shit is crazy.
Helicopter. Helicopter.
What's funny about this is I talked about retirement earlier, and one of the things is like everybody, when you staying in New York. I wanted to get out of this state so bad. But like O said, leaving New York right now, especially because of the political climate. And again, if this guy don't get his wishes of kinghood, I can retire by the end of his administration. So maybe some of these red states would be a little better. Getting up out of the country will be very, very hard for us to do. 3 kids, 3 daughters. It'll be tough. It'll be tough. But
there's a lot of moving parts.
Too many. But like, I wanted to do the New York thing and go to Florida. Warmer weather, probably less to no snow. But that state was way too red now. And mainly, as like I even told my daughter when she was looking at colleges, I was just like, look into how that place doesn't give a shit about women. This guy running red, and they don't care about women. They don't care about women's health care. They don't care about health care, shit like that. That's what goes into play for a person like me and my moving parts into wanting to go somewhere else. Like I want to get out of New York, but New York is just way too comfortable in this climate right now.
Yes,
it really is. It's crazy to say that. No matter as expensive as this fucking city is, and we're all long-term residents of this place, to where we've seen the climb and we felt the climb. You know what I'm saying? We felt how bad the climb is of everything going up. But it's tough. And now we're echoing off of you, TJ.
Yeah, give me a second. My bad. Right.
But it's
no,
it's
I'm good.
tough.
I'm good.
Yeah, it's tough. It's really tough to leave this city right now, and I really would want. I want to, but I always move. I move off of racism. Let's just say it like that. I don't want to ever live in a place where I might have to do some shit that'll land me in lockup because you did something wrong or you disrespected. It's hard, and I want out of New York so bad.
Yeah. They make it. It's I don't know, man. It's part of the whole grift, like you said earlier, man. They make it to where it's damn near impossible to fucking leave this place. But shit, man, when you do, a lot of people, man, they leave New York and they struggle because of course the jobs that they were doing at $38 an hour, that same job is not going for $18 an hour.
Right.
So
can't find a good bagel. There ain't no good pizza.
Yeah. All that shit, man. All the shit, dude. Not to deviate, not to go off on a tangent, but this guy, we talking about that shit, man. This guy, they interviewed him, man. He I don't know, he's like a chemist or some shit, man. He tests the water and all that shit. But he was like, when you see a person who says they're from New York and they live somewhere else in the country, and they're like, yo, the best bagels and pizzas are from New York. He was like, yo, it has a lot to do with the water because for
Yeah.
whatever reason,
Yeah.
the whole dough and all that shit, when they coagulate or whatever the hell, it comes, you get better dough, better pizza, better
It-
bagels, whatever. So
it's the truth. It's the truth. It's just like getting a cheesesteak. Get a cheesesteak outside of Philly, and it's not going to be the same as like getting a cheesesteak in New York because they're using the proper cheesesteak cuts of meat. It's
mm,
about the what is it, the ambrosia rolls and all that stuff, and or amorosa rolls or whatever they're called, which
mm,
Tyrone was here to give the. But yeah, it's about that water. It is about that water.
never knew that.
Yeah.
See, we learning new shit on the starting five, boy.
I mean, well, that's been long term obvious stuff though, but you know, you didn't
Listen,
know.
like I
It's
said,
cool.
when I was in Cali, I could not find a bacon and egg on a roll nowhere. Nowhere.
They
Nowhere. And
don't
when
do
I
that.
finally got it, and when I finally found a spot that was selling, they looked at me crazy. It was like, "That's all you want?" I was like, "Yeah, that's all I want." Okay,
I
two
heard chopped
hours.
cheese is not a big thing over there.
Yeah, it is. It's
No, I,
huge.
I heard.
It's
Yeah,
huge.
somebody said I heard chopped cheese is starting to grow. You mentioned
Yeah,
that, right, TJ?
yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah. I
chopped
was in.
cheese is starting to grow out there,
Yeah,
which
chopped cheese is a real big thing that's taking off out there. I met a dude
uh,
in the cigar bar. I was out there. He was like, "What's up with the chopped cheese?" I was like, "What do you mean? What's up with the chopped cheese?" He was like, "Yo, it's like a phenomenon over here. It's taking everything over by storm." I was like, "Nah, that's just a regular fucking sandwich here. Like we've been doing this for like a decade now. Like
A
yeah.
chopped
mashed up
cheese,
cheeseburger. That's it.
that's
That
all
yeah,
it is. It's
I'm
ground
still
beef.
call me old school New York, but I still don't recognize that. I mean, yeah, it's a New York staple, but it ain't a my era staple because chopped cheese
No,
wasn't a thing. Chopped
no,
cheese, bacon, egg, and cheeses, and bagels with cream cheese are our generation staples. I think we've had this conversation before, but
Yeah.
that's our staples. Chopped cheese is the 30-year-old and younger staple.
I've never had a chopped cheese, and at this point, I'm standing on business. I don't want no chopped cheese.
I'm never gonna eat
I
that
I
shit.
I had one because I had to see what the hype is, and I was like, this is just fucking loose ground beef. Which I mean, it's actually it's a
It's
like
not
you said, it's a hamburger.
it's the
It's a
Akiway though,
hamburger.
Dan. It's the
Nah, nah,
Akiway.
nah. It's a hamburger. It's a hamburger. It's a deconstructed hamburger. So yeah, that if somebody wants to really bastardize it, do that. Do that gentrifier Williamsburg name of we're having a deconstructed hamburger.
What's Rick?
give it
You
that.
know what that
Give it
is?
that.
You know what the
Give it
chopped
that
cheese is?
fancy
Chopped
label,
cheese is something you eat when your mom didn't want to cook. You know what I'm saying? She threw something
nigga.
together for you.
It
Hamburger
was
helper.
it was Mamwich back in the day. It was a
Man,
That's
sloppy
which
Joe.
exactly.
It was a
It's a
sloppy
sloppy
Joe
Joe. It's a sloppy Joe, bro.
with fucking lettuce, tomato, and mayo. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. I think we finally solved the riddle.
shout out to Paulette for never feeding me no manwich, boy. Thank you, man.
Nah. Sloppy Joe's was that work. I like
Sloppy
sloppy
Joes
Joe's.
was the work, bro. Sloppy Joes were the work, bro.
Boy,
That
see,
sloppy Joe's
I
was the
didn't I
shit,
didn't know
but
we made it, boy. I didn't have none of
sloppy
that
Joe,
shit as a kid.
You
sloppy
I had
made
that
it,
shit
man.
when I was in
Joe's
the
was the
army.
shit.
See, manwich and hamburger helper. Hell, I ain't had none of that shit.
I never had
Never
hamburger
knew.
helper, but I've definitely
Yeah, I
had a
think I
sloppy
might have
Joe
had
or
a
two
I think I
in
had
my
a
day.
couple flavors of my hamburger helper, and it was just easy to just make that shit yourself. Just put whatever you
Yo,
want.
yo, yo,
And so
yo,
I
Dan,
just
yo,
did
Dan,
that
take
today with loose turkey.
Dan, take your time, man. You ain't got no rush to make it, man. It's gonna expire in about 5 years. Don't worry about
Nah, I ain't
it.
worried. I'm actually making some chicken right now and boiling pasta and shit. So with that being said, enough slander on New York City with that fucking yeah, I'm clipping this up. And I'm hopefully the youth sees that shit. Y'all niggas is eating nothing more than a fucking sloppy Joe. with lettuce, tomato, and mayo.
That's it. Yo, I think we definitely deciphered the riddle here today.
Yeah. It's
Yeah. Anybody
fucking
says
chopped cheese.
because these kids don't know what sloppy joes are.
No,
They
Good
ain't
for
never had
them.
a sloppy joe.
Good for them.
no, no. But you know what too? I mean, though we're not white, we are also of the casserole generation, or
Yes,
we're of the easy dinner now is just let me use Uber Eats to order from McDonald's or some other place. The
right.
easy dinner was you still had to make it at home, but it would be like just put this shit on real quick and that was it. And I get old age, just a back pain just triggered me. If you just see my face, just get all wicked. God damn.
Yo, I thought you was fucking trying out for the Temptations, man. You over there doing
He thought I
slide
was
and shit.
doing steps and shit. Nah, nah. It was like sniper. It was got Charlie
Ooh,
Kirk
that
in the
right there.
back. I got Charlie Kirk in the back.
Oh shit! And see, gone too far, man. Too far.
With that being
Hey,
said,
yo.
there's only one hole back there. Pause, and that's it. Oh, you know what to do.
Yes, sir, man. Yo, great show, man. I just love talking about bullshit, man. You're just random shit, man. Just shit has been on our mind all week. But great show, man. Shout out to the listeners. Shout out to my boy Jamal. Hope the Knicks is up. Shout out to Tyrone, wherever you are. Shout out to the listeners, the viewers. And yeah, man, look forward to y'all next week, man. Pass it off to TJ.
Yeah, man. Same here. Sorry for the technical difficulties. I was fighting my phone and my laptop today. I don't know what the hell was going on. I just wanted to act up. But yeah, another good show. We got to talk about some real life shit as always. And this was dope. And it's like I said, every week. This is why I'm here every week for shit like this. So shout out to the listeners who were tuning in today. Jamal, enjoy yourself at the Knick game tonight. Hope it's a W for us. Lisper is probably
Word.
passed out somewhere because he's been day drinking since Tuesday, he said. So
No, he said he been binge driving. Remember,
yeah,
autocorrect.
binge driving.
Oh, you must have
So
corrected me because I saw drinking.
Nah,
nah,
he
he said
fixed it. He corrected it,
fixed it.
but
Okay.
He said he was binge driving, but I need to try that, man. I don't know what binge driving is. Sounds like something I need to try though. So I'm gonna ask him how that works out next
Felt
time
like
we.
end up in Arkansas, man.
it said binge driving is playing GTA. He was going from car to car. Like, hey, excuse me. Hey, let me get your ride too.
I need this.
Nigga said binge driving. Oh shit.
Yeah, but that's it for me. On you, Dan.
Yes, and as always, besides being old and random back pains, get that hot sauce, get that pepper sauce in your life. Actually, let me
Yes.
show y'all. That's still 3 bottles up in this bitch. 3 bottles of the pepper sauce. And shout out to Jared too. Thank you, because he didn't have any more of the drip tops, and he sent me 5 drip tops right after this came. So now no
Nice.
more running out of this sauce as quick as the last time. Though I will say the first bottle did go like that because no drip top, and then the next one that came after Thanksgiving, me and my daughter, we tore up some of this damn pepper sauce. So go get yours at hooksrub.com, 20% off your order using our code starting5. And like I said, order a lot, because like for me, the way the numbers looked out, I ordered 5 bottles and it was like I got 1 for free using our code starting5. With that being said, peace. We'll see y'all next week. We out.
Yes.
Peace.